It's like you're kidnapping yourself to try to trick yourself. But stop lying to yourself. You know what's right for yourself. It's 80-20, okay? Look for the 20% of everything that you do that gets 80% of the results. Look for the products, the 20% of the products that bring in 80% of the results from your competition. Look at that in life. What are you doing in your business? What 20% of your effort has 80% of the impact that you can scale? That alone, just follow that one rule, and you're gonna infinitely be able to scale anything that you put your hands on.
Do you have any other hobbies then outside of your lifting, for example? Do you have any other hobbies, or is business kind of like the game for you?
Business is like my biggest hobby, actually. Like, I just love building companies, and it's just exciting to me where if I can figure out how to do something new, it's just like a new hobby to me. Like, software was a new hobby for me. I it wasn't into it to make money. I just wanted to help people out. But the exciting part was learning all the new things that come with it and all the challenges. Like,
Mm.
it's just like getting a new video game almost. And that's how I see life a lot of times, is like it's like a video game. Like, you're in a real life GTA right now. You may not realize it. And the Matrix exists. But it's just depending on what game do you want to play. What game are you going to put in today? Do you want to play the 9 to 5 game, or do you want to play GTA and have fun? Like,
Hmm.
there's so many different ways to do it. Do you want to be a good person? Do you want to be a bad person? I mean, it's your choice.
That's deep. That's so true. That's one thing that I kind of want to talk about too, is hopefully it sends out the right message. But I think, unfortunately, with entrepreneurship, I think that's actually a really good analogy of GTA, because you have so much freedom, I think, as an entrepreneur, that the line, like the moral and ethical lines, blur a little bit, or at the very least, like, you just have the freedom to do whatever you want with little repercussion in the short term, at least. Maybe not so in the long term, but I think that causes a lot of people to have really shady behavior. What do you think about that?
I think that, and I wish that everyone finds their best self, really. I know that everyone goes through different things in life, and being human and just wanting to set good examples for other people, I want them to find the positivity in what they're going through. Sometimes doing negative things seems like it's the quickest way to get to success so you could do positive things. And I don't always think that's the right way to go about it, even though, people see it that way. But, at the end of the day, you do what's good for you. And I'll still support and love everybody unconditionally. But I just want to set the best example that I can so people could try to follow what I believe in is right and having good integrity.
That's a great that's a great way to put it. I think too, like, I saw an analogy that somebody made about, like, on a plane, whenever they say, like, if in the event of an emergency, like, adjust your oxygen mask first before you help others. You can't really help someone unless you're, like, helping yourself. So I think wanting to set really good examples for yourself will create like a ripple effect on others. And I think that's a great way to look at it.
Yeah, because you can't tell other people what to do because they're going to always do their own thing. But the best thing that you can do is set that example so people can see it and then see the results from your integrity that you have in your own life. And then they can see the karma, which I do believe in karma,
Me too.
from what actions they do that creates a reaction or response.
Yeah, I always tell my team that I'm like, okay, let's just do that. Like, let's say a customer wants like a refund or something, they're pissed. I'm like, okay, let's just do it. We'll just farm the, good karma. Like, it'll come back. So I like the idea of farming good karma.
Yeah, I mean, and the people don't realize it though. It's like, some people like to scam, unfortunately. But when you put out positivity out there, people will do things for you, whether it's talking about your brand or referring someone to go purchase from you. Like, integrity goes so far at the end of the day. But if you just burn people every day, nobody's going to trust you. And you're just going to be around negative people that are in the same type of mentality as you.
That's so true. That's what I'm saying. Like people don't see like the long term like impact of their actions now. I feel like that's a big problem, and probably why people don't achieve their goals is like they just don't really see beyond you know next month or even the month after that. But they don't think about in years like all the connections they would have missed out on, all the like you said, positivity in their life that they could have just by those small daily actions.
Yeah, and I think about it almost like Stockholm syndrome. It's like you're kidnapping yourself to try to trick yourself, but stop lying to yourself. You know what's right for yourself. Do what's right.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay, I think that's a pretty decent place to end it off. I know that you have something coming up soon, so I don't want you to go like back to back calls, but man, do you have any I mean that's actually some amazing words of advice, but as far as business, like what people can take action on right now, do you have any last pieces of advice for the entrepreneur out there watching?
Yeah, the best thing I could say is, and I live by this rule, is Pareto's law, man. It's 80-20, okay? Look for the 20% of everything that you do that gets 80% of the results. Look for the products, the 20% of the products that bring in 80% of the results from your competition. Look at that in life. What are you doing in your business? What 20% of your effort has 80% of the impact that you can scale? That alone, just follow that one rule, and you're going to infinitely be able to scale anything that you put your hands on.
I love that. That's amazing. Well, maybe we'll do a part two of this again because this has been amazing. And, I appreciate all the help you've given me and also just like the value you provided for my community. That's been incredible. So excited to do this again. And I'll leave all your stuff in the description as well for people to follow.
Hey, it's been a pleasure, Arie.
Of course.
I'm really grateful for you, brother.
Thanks. You too. Talk soon. Peace out.
All right. Peace.